Hi everyone, welcome back to Have a Beer with Eric. This is review number 13 and we have Alvarado Street's Motor Oil number 1. This is the first time I have an Alvarado Street stout, so I'm hoping it's pretty good. It's 11.5 percent. Then it's an Imperial Stout with chocolate, vanilla, and toasted coconut. This was canned on February 5th, 2018, and they do recommend you to drink it fresh because of the mainly because of the coconut. Um, I would consider 3 months to be like decently fresh for an imperial stout. So hopefully the coconut hasn't faded that much. Um, Alvarado has recently been doing a lot of really good can releases. They've been doing mostly a mix of West Coast and East Coast style IPAs, and they have been doing some of their Berliner Weiss, their sours, and I've heard a lot of good things about their beers. So I decided they recently came out with Motor Oil number 2, which has raspberries. So I bought that can too. So I would just decided to start doing this one so that I can move on to the other one. I wanted to have the number 1 before the number 2. I figured it would make sense. So all right, let's open it up. There we go. Let's try to get some head. There we go. So I ended up getting about a finger of head. So you can see it's kind of dark brownish. Um, let's see how it smells. I can smell the vanilla and then a hint of the coconut. That's the main smell, so I don't think I could smell any chocolate. Maybe just like a little hint. I thought I'd like dip my nose in it. But it smells pretty nice. So this doesn't have any other description. But yeah, let's try this out then. Ooh, that's pretty nice. It tastes it's mostly like my like has a lot of vanilla in it, and I think the vanilla overshadows the chocolate, or the not the chocolate, the coconut. I don't think I get much of a coconut at all. I think it's mostly like a lot of vanilla with a bit of a chocolate in it, like in the background. So it's I this is definitely a strong vanilla beer. It's pretty nice. So I'm usually not a big fan of drinking like stouts that are very strong in the vanilla. Like I start getting a very bittery um, extract taste. So kind of like if you've ever actually had like vanilla extract, like just tasted it, I think it tastes very medicinal, like pretty terrible. So sometimes when I'm very delicate with vanilla beers because sometimes I get that taste in the beer and it's very unpleasant. So I get very picky with the vanilla beers that I've had. When I first tried Fundamental Observation from Bottle Logic, I really didn't like it because it had so much vanilla. And but as it started, and I had it on draft too, so it ages differently than in the bottle. With when I had a bottle last like a month and a half, or almost a month and a half during the week of Logic, we opened up a bottle for our Bottle Logic trade, or not our trade, our share. I had a couple pours of last year's bottle, and it tasted better than it did on tap. I think the vanilla there ended up getting more balanced. So kind of with this beer, I think The vanilla is pretty strong, but I think the chocolate kind of keeps it in check. It's very it's a pretty thick beer. I don't know if I would describe it motor oil like. How a lot of people describe very thick stouts, very like, and also like really dark. I don't think it's like super thick. It's definitely like very rich beer, but yeah, I guess 3 months for this beer ended up being too much for the coconut to last, or maybe it might have been the toasted that they toasted the coconut, so it just didn't really end up getting that fresh coconut kind of taste. But I kind of wish I would have gotten this pretty fresh. Try to see if I had any coconut in it, or maybe as it warms up, I'll probably let it warm up. It is like 11.5%, so I'll just let it warm up for a bit, maybe for like half an hour as I drink it slowly, and see if I get any coconut towards later on. But I got this can from my Bottlecraft membership. They ended up sending me a barrel aged sour, this beer, and two more imperial stouts. And I thought the sour was really good. The other imperial stout, because they sent me two cans of the other one. Excuse me. They were okay. They weren't. I've had way better. This one was definitely a better stout than the other one. But now that I know how this kind of tastes like, I definitely wanna drink the other one, since that I bought the other one last Thursday, so I might have to drink it maybe this weekend, the raspberry one, just to definitely get that fresh taste out of it. Try to get a lot of the raspberries out of that stout. So I don't remember what the number two has besides raspberries. I don't know if they just replaced the coconut with raspberries, but yeah, it's pretty good. So I'm pretty excited for that. I got the number two actually when I bought the number two. So yeah, if you're a big vanilla beer fan, I would definitely recommend this. It has a very strong vanilla presence. It's not like medicinal how I hate it. So like I would definitely have this again. I just don't think I would buy another can because these cans are pretty pricey. These they go for like around like $9 or $10 each. So the raspberry one that I got was like $10. That and I do remember seeing this in stores and I didn't get it because of the price. But I figured the second time around I would just go get it. But yeah, I mean if you have money to spare and you're looking for vanilla beers, I would definitely recommend you to try this one. Um, as far as rating goes, I might go for like a maybe 4.25 or 4.5. I might have to check that later. I'm between the two. We'll see how it warms up. Maybe if I lean more towards the 4.25 or the 4.5. But I would definitely not recommend it if you drink like mainly light beers. This is definitely a very heavy beer. Um, you will get drunk if you're used to light beers. Um, this will probably end up hitting me later on, but it's definitely a beer that I would suggest you to try if you're into stouts, and especially the vanilla stouts or the pastry stouts. I'm starting to get hints of the chocolate in there too, like more chocolate in the smell. Yeah, lots of vanilla, and but yeah, this chocolate stout reminds me that, or chocolate and vanilla stout reminds me that this week this Saturday I'm going up to LA for a concert. So on the way up, I'm gonna go to Anaheim to Bottle Logic to go pick up my space trace, which is the barrel aged coconut stout. So I got to try the early blend during the Week of Logic, and it was very good. So definitely more coconut than this beer, and so I'm very excited for that. All right, well, that's pretty much it for this review. Let me know what you think. Subscribe, comment, follow my Instagram. Have a beer with Erik. My Untappd, Vizcaya 49, and yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Cheers.